I don't know if they still have this.
Yeah, keep you like PG-13.
Well, there's a list. There was a list. I don't know if they probably do. But there was a list of people, just that preyed on NFL or NBA athletes. Because what people don't know is there is an agent that works for every NFL team, like an old ex-FBI or somebody, somebody deep, and then he does security for that organization team, and he also helps the players. Like if somebody says, "Oh, I got a business deal for you," and they look shady, and the player may not have the means to understand to go or the time to go to the background check of this individual that they're might be spending a lot of money with.
Go veteran.
Right. So if one of those people is a person that did wrong to a player, he gets put on the list. And then you can look up these people through these different states on this list if you're on that list. Wow. Mind you, there are females on this list for various scandalous reasons that I'm not even going to say. But you can find a woman in that city because these women are, they already know what time it is. Right. And you can go down the list to see if her name pops up.
Wow.
It's that deep. It's so deep.
Cutting up, we setting up, we getting ready. You see, we got security in the building today.
Oh, you have a dog.
That's not no dog. That's family.
And we got a whole bunch of black people over here.
I ain't even in my regular seat today.
Find you right here. This is your preliminary welcome. That's my guy. That's the clothing designer to Cutting Up Podcast. He had the first order. So security.
Yeah, these are head bro. Oh, that's right there?
Yeah, this year.
Sit down.
Hey.
Sit down. He said, hey.
Hey, cousin. Come here, boy.
You want to let up? It was mine, sir.
Don't be standing up all quick now. I'm about to run a 2-3 out here.
You got scared a little bit.
Nah, I wasn't scared.
He got scared a little bit.
Yeah, in my voice, yeah, you heard it.
Hey.
In my voice, yeah.
The chip train.
Yeah, in my voice, y'all might have heard it a little bit. But you know what? All y'all can go play in traffic. How about that? Let me pee now. Man, so you got pee now so I don't pee on myself later. All right.
How long y'all had this cast?
A year now.
Okay.
And you might as well, I'm about to say take that chair out. Just sit that and move that one over a little bit. I know he's scared, but time to man up. Put your big boy pants on.
I'm good right here.
Down. My time, Bubba. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, Small. I'm coming next to you, buddy.
Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So which camera I'm facing? Is both? Y'all use both?
This is like the center camera. So this one.
And that's when you switch over. Okay,
Yeah. I'm a little bit pro with it. A little bit pro. So that's centric. This is all from.
You manually do it?
No, I got to edit it.
Okay.
Well, I edit it, but yeah.
Oh, you shoot them both at the same time, and then you edit which one you want at the time.
Exactly. But like you said, it does have the motion camera because it is, Samsung, so they do track and they focus.
I know Samsung did that. Yeah, Apple don't do that. I got Apple too.
He only saying that because I got Apple. That's fine.
And I like that because I got a. It is a shot. I get it, but I got a. What's it called? A portal.
Right.
You ever seen a portal and they follow you? It does change the game. It's good. That stuff is good. It's good.
So you'll see it in some of the apps. Like when you get up, go focus in and out automatically.
Look, he's still trying to look over there.
Yeah, it's nice. That's cool.
That's because, at least tell him update his. He's going to come back anyway, but just tell him update because
I dabble in both. I got an Apple just because Apple.
Yeah.
Everything's Apple. It connects to everything. It can't. Listen, if you're a computer, I tell people, if you're a computer nerd, geek, you know how to use the stuff intricately. You want Android. That's what you want. If you want something that's going to get you through life, ABC,
exactly.
1, 2, 3,
just get Apple.
Hey, just get an Apple, man.
Like I only got Apple for FaceTime, bro.
Yeah.
But now you can do FaceTime.
And I'm glad because, like, all right, so here,
that's the only reason.
just an example. Well, you know, like you said, Ben.
I got
a little bit of an attack, like the last post from. All right, so this is the same editing, but he cut it from his phone. This is how he cut it. Same video.
So you gonna do that?
So that's his from that phone, whatever. But then that's from my phone. So, like,
yeah.
But mind you, he got both of the phones. It's being shot on his phone.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I got a screen record off of YouTube and take it down.
Cut the clip.
Take it down to iMovie and then cut it up on iMovie and do all that.
So I'll tell you this. I'll post both of this. I'll send them both through YouTube, the raw footage, and you put together without my editing expertise.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, so that's that. Oh, but anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Cause I was wondering what it was when he had it out.
Yeah.
What was that?
What kind of tablet?
Right. And then he put it out there. That's his phone. I said, oh, that's
what's up, baby?
See how cool he is?
I know. I told you,
His energy. Yeah.
How do you get used to him? Take all the fear out.
Mm-hmm.
At what age did you get bit by the dog?
12.
That'll be it.
It's just, it's there.
He ran at you?
See,
it was in the field?
I'm glad we recording right now. We live, right?
We live?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But it's to the point.
You good.
It's like,
damn.
You know how the one time you want to listen to your teachers, they tell you don't run from a dog?
Yeah, don't run from a dog. Yes, no.
Yeah,
you did?
I stood there.
That's what he's saying. He
and the
took
dog,
that
and the dog bit you anyway?
I stood there.
What about your leg?
It grabbed me here.
Oh, God.
And a pit, too.
There's a pit. It couldn't lock right here.
How old was the dog?
I don't know. Probably like 1 or 2.
Okay.
But
dog.
It couldn't lock right here. It let me go and locked on my thigh.
Tragic.
That is tragic. I still never happened. It really doesn't happen like that.
I still got the teeth. Like, it looked like a shark bit me in my leg right here. Like, they couldn't even stitch the holes up. They had to heal by themselves. It's like 2 big old teeth marks in my leg right here. In my leg.
Oh, I understand the fear.
Yeah. So it's like,
especially when you did what you supposed to do.
And he still went.
There, you feel it? Like, my man took off.
And he survived. I know, that's what I'm saying. He should have ran. Normally the dog does run after the guy running. Normally.
I stood there. He popped the leash.
Somebody had him.
The dog. He popped the leash. Like, he had to beat the dog up.
Yeah.
He had to beat the pit off him. And I got up. I was good. I got up, started walking, but you know, when you see the blood,
and it just,
oh man, what?
That pain?
Instantly.
Like, I was trying to think about it. See, that's what I get for being hard-headed too. I had a baseball game. And my mother told me, don't go around that corner to get no Gatorade. I wanted to go around the corner to get a Gatorade. I walked around there anyway. Got me right in my baseball pants, man. It pays to be obedient.
That is tough, yo. That is tough, yo.
Do you ever, now that he's, father and got the dad, but do you ever ask him, like, what happened, knowing what he used to look like?
Nah, man. First of all, men and women, we all got social media. I mean, come on. Man.
But
so many people get comfortable, man. And that's cool. For me,
that's all it is, man. I'm comfortable. I'm laid back, married for 10 years, got 5 kids, man.
And that's for me, that's what it is. And for me, it's like, if you did that, and that's why you think your body looks more comfortable, I do that. Like, at a time, I had my little daughter, my youngest kid, man, and I was there for like 2 years, 2 straight years. And I stopped lifting weights, and I stopped, because the child, man, was one of the most greatest experiences I ever had. Like her running into my arms every single morning. And I didn't really care about other stuff. It makes the stuff, it makes stuff irrelevant. And I end up getting with some fitness model, and she made me go to the gym. Otherwise, I told people, I played so much football. I said, man, I cannot wait to get fat. And not only that, and sit in a hammock, yo. Yeah, drink lemonade, yo, with extra sugar. Yeah. Heck with the young girls, they walk by. I know I ain't gonna do nothing. Hey girl, you know, like from the porch, like that creepy old man. That's all I want to do. Just relax, man. Just relax.
I understand, but like, to a certain extent, I expected them after having the kids, but not to get, you know.
Don't try to act like I wasn't bigger than you.
True. That is true, but it's still like
I'm starting to come. I'm coming down. Because I used to sit like this.
Yeah. We'll get healthy, man. It's about eating. The red meat and the fried food.
We're doing like,
y'all beefing with the other barbershop?
Nah, not at all.
How y'all got two barbershops right next to each other?
So that's a funny story.
That's crazy. That blew my mind. I was like, because I crossed, I said, oh, it's at a barbershop.
Yeah.
Then I parked and I said, okay. And I said, no, this ain't enough. Right? I said, hey, but I saw a barbershop.
I came outside and looked like, I was like, hey, he here. Then I looked, I said, you got a dog.
Yeah, so how that came to is we used to be on Urban and like St. Clair right there, Archbishop Earl.
Yeah.
That shopping center right there. So when we were looking for a new spot, and last wife, I don't know if it was just her or through the realtor, it was just like, oh man, not even looking next door because it's so small. Mm-hmm. So she kind of overlooked it. But then when she walked in, like, oh, it's a barber shop next door. So it's like, oh man, wow. But it's like we were in a predicament where you just had to find something to just get settled in, even if it's another move on the horizon. But
was they cool?
Oh no, he caught a big T. Like it was straight off of. He's even worse than what Barbershop 2 was, because he's Petty Betty over there. That's what I call it. It's so bad that if we come outside at the same time, he'll purposely direct his attention just a complete 180. So if we're standing, we come outside, he'll look and then look down the street that way and then we'll go back in.
Yeah.
Or if I'm coming down the hill, this little hill right here, he'll look. Like one time he was taking out the trash, he seen me coming down. I was like, hey, what's up, man? And I try to be courteous, try to be cordial with him. Bro, we don't have no ill will against you. We can feed off each other if you have a good attitude. That's the thing. But literally, like,
so he ain't even talked to you about it yet.
No.
How long you been here?
We've been up here 4 years. I said hello to him maybe once, bro.
Yo, after a couple of years, I just was like, yo, what's up, man? What's going on, yo?
What's the I'm not too much into astrology. I wish I had a woman on the show, but the zodiac sign where they just hold a grudge to the end, to the bitter end. That's what I think. Whatever that sign is, that's what he is. Because every time it's like he purposely takes all his energy and just like.
Have you ever seen this movie, Lucky Number 11?
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies.
That's a great movie. That's what y'all are. Y'all slow mo. Like right next to each other, beefing like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So like you said, two empires across the street from each other.
Yeah, just looking at each other.
Yeah. So that's a good comparison. I never thought about it like that.
I'm about to do this real quick. Do it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what that is. So.
Oh man,
so Petty Betty.
We back.
Man, we live. What's up, people?
You know, we back in the building.
We small in the building. Biggie Small. That's a grown.
Celebrity.
I'm trying to
TikTok celebrity.
Follow Smalls on TikTok.
Man.
Small Falls Hall.
So yeah, we live. E-Man the Barber Goat in the making. Savant extraordinaire.
There we go.
You know, you're intellectual vocabulist. Your barber's favorite barber. And a litany of other stuff, just of pure excellence.
He just go down.
Yeah.
You know me, it's just your boy Frankie B. You already know what it is.
Oh, that's all.
That's all it is.
Okay.
You know.
I wish you'd be more like,
just lay it back. You already know what it is.
And to my left, got a special guest.
Definitely.
Got the privilege of meeting for the first time and hopefully not the last time. former. I didn't even look at your position. I didn't even see it when I looked up.
Cornerback, free safety.
All right. So we got the DB in the building. All right. So former NFL DB. Well, I would say the high school, but he bounced around the DC PG County.
I rep Fairmont. Fairmont Heights Hall of Fame has got me in it August 5th.
Right.
Ceremony August 5th. I represent Fairmont Heights. I rep Fairmont Heights.
All right, so he reps Fairmont.
Oh, Hall of Fame this year?
Yeah, I got inducted to my high school Hall of Fame this year. It's next month.
That's what's up. Nice, but also, he dipped his toe into Mather and Riverdale Baptist, other prominent programs, and graduated of Fairmont, like you said,
Rutgers,
honorary, graduate from Rutgers, played in the league for Seattle Jets,
Eagles,
Dolphins, Chargers,
Browns.
That's all 6. Oh, yeah, I got it.
You really want to mention
Calgary Stampeders, NFL Europe champions. Yep. Yo, never forget that.
Do you really want to mention the Browns?
I love all of them. The Browns too. I love y'all Browns.
We'll bypass that.
Y'all organization too, man. Y'all organization too. Yeah, for real, man. Come on. My dad loves this team, man. It's his favorite team.
Yeah, and now as you see, he's bigging up his security. An expert dog trainer.
Yeah.
Man. Give it up for Brandon Haw in the building, baby.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, man. Well, welcome to the CUTT N'UP podcast, man.
See, I let my man do the introductions because my introductions ain't.
That's the level you would have got.
If I didn't.
That's fine. And that'd have been fine with me. I'm here to talk it up.
That's fine.
I barely get out of my cave to talk to the people.
Literally, like, one of the people, he's like, yeah, so this is, introduce yourself. I said, introduce yourself? You want to tell a guest to introduce us? That's what I said. I was like, man, we got to redo it.
I wouldn't mind. I could introduce myself.
Because who could tell you about yourself better than you?
What show have you been to, even as a performer, where they say, what if they say, all right, come to the stage. All right, introduce yourself, Frankie B.
You already know what it is.
You do that at the beginning when you first come on. Like,
exactly.
But you let the people,
I'm coming out my rock, you know what I mean?
You let the audience know who's coming to the stage.
You already know what it is. I'm here. We're going to do what we're going to do.
What if they said, like, back, coming to this, all right, don't know who this guy is. I'm like,
see, I don't do that much. You know what I mean? I said my mind. You know what I mean? Explain who he was, and that was that.
No, you ain't even say who Rel was, though. You just no, I think you did say my man Rel.
I did.
And then you was just like,
so we got my man Rel on here. Because we already going to go into what, what you got going on and everything.
That's not a show. I understand the familiarity. Y'all got it, but as a guest, you gotta hype your boys up.
Of course.
That's
I'm getting
how I
a little
feel.
better.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
I'm getting a little better.
But that's how I felt. That's why I want to hype you. List all the accolades so people like, oh, boom, boom. Yeah, I wish I knew a little, like, because I didn't even.
I'm going to jump into one of the accolades, Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all extremely lucky, man. Not because you got me here, just because I really, man, I got so. You're not going to find a person with more stories, man. I'm not going. I swear to goodness.
You see where I throw right
Because I'm on the back wall, man. I'm not like I never am trying to get in the light, but it's been so many places. I'm just trying to not get too many skeletons to jump out my mouth. Because like before, you could say the story.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
And again, I've been in my cave, bettering myself. From crazy times, man. Crazy times.
No.
Listen, I want to be married. I want a family. I just want
my Look, I want my
peace. God,
so were you caught in the Zion Williamson situation?
But stories? Oh.
Nah.
A situation like his?
Well,
way worse. Way worse. It's the stuff that y'all see today, like the older athletes, we all laugh. We said, man, if it was I wouldn't have got past college.
Absolutely.
I would not even close to God without getting on TMZ. No.
You said, y'all thankful that social media.
What y'all see today with Zion and them, I'm like, that's
That's a freshman move.
I don't know if they still have this.
Yeah, keep you like PG-13.
No, there's a list. There was a list. I don't know if they probably do. But there was a list of people, women, people, just that preyed on NFL or NBA athletes. Because what people don't know is there is a agent that works for every NFL team, like an old ex-FBI or somebody, somebody deep, and then he does security for that organization team, and he also helps the players. Like if somebody says, "Oh, I got a business deal for you," and they look shady, and the player may not have the means to understand to go or the time to go to the background check of this individual that they're might be spending a lot of money with.
Go vet.
Right. So if one of those people is a person that did wrong to a player, he gets put on the list. And then you can look up these people through these different states on this list if you're on that list. Wow. Mind you, there are females on this list for various scandalous reasons that I'm not even going to say. But you can find a woman in that city because these women are, you know, they already know what time it is. Right. And you can go down the list to see if her name pops up. Wow. It's deep. It's so deep. It's so many. It's so much skeletons.
So with that being said, Zion, you knew better.
Well, I mean, he don't have to even go on the list. That's a prominent
name.
Like, you know,
well, I really didn't know.
Not that I'm going. I got too many belts.
Not
that there aren't women in that industry that keep it tight, that keep it cool, that keep it like, I guess, whatever that is on that professional level. But you know, anytime you go in different realms, you're gonna be, you know, leave yourself prone to that. That's all.
Like you said,
he knew better along because of that.
Right.
I'll say that.
And then by you, like you said, being on that elevated level, like everything's attainable almost.
Yeah. So, yep. And he's young. He's young.
Yeah, but with Zion, I don't guess because of my youth, I never knew who Mariah Mills was. I never knew.
Vaguely.
Now, I would say.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, thank you for that behind the scenes, and then you know, that level of
don't ask me too much. Go ahead.
No, I'm going. See, I'm jumping back to the Super Bowl.
Go.
How was the experience? Be there.
It's crazy, right? Because you don't know until you're actually there. Like, I'll just say this: in every game, in every moment, and all the electricity when it's actually there. It's amazing, man. The energy of the crowd, the energy of the field, of all those moments, to be able to even see, watch, be by the field, anything is great. I mean, everything else, though, is just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. I mean, it's nice. It's like the best of stars come out and the craziest, atmospheres. But for me, like, I was never about any of that. Like, when I was 8 years old, I wanted to play in the NFL. So I like the game. I like the competition. I wasn't really worried about all that stuff. I was actually having a fight with my ex-fiance at the moment. Like, I was like,
during the Super Bowl week?
Yeah, during the Super Bowl week. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. That is full of star bones. But like, I'm not getting into that.
What's the I say most interesting like media personality during media week during when you went to the Super Bowl?
Interesting or look like?
No, I'm not.
What was there?
We're talking.
Man, what?
No, I'm not talking. Oh no, she's a legacy.
She was great at that time.
She's a legacy.
You talking about the Super Bowl,
No, I'm saying like just like now, like who'd you rap to that gave you like the most interesting like conversation or
like in the media?
Yeah, I'm not talking about baddie wise. Like Melissa's a goodness.
Or was you one of the ones like, look, I'm gonna stay out the media. I'm just
or Joy Taylor, like
Oh, I wanted my best to stay out. I wanted to go home. I wanted to go to practice. I just wanted to go to the game. Like I didn't like the crowd. I'll tell you one thing about the Super Bowl, right? That made me realize that like the stuff that you said you had earlier with the family, that's so much more important. I lost so much living that dream. And when I got to the top, right, so let's go to the Super Bowl, which is not as important to me as the World Bowl, because the World Bowl, I got connected. We won. I was a starter in that. It was meant more to me.
I was going to get there.
But, like, let's go back, right? So the Super Bowl. There was in Detroit, which was a.
Why?
I'm not going to talk. Like Sensei, I got so many. It was in Detroit. Detroit. It wasn't in Miami. It was in Detroit. I'm not going to say it was in Detroit. So like we're in a hotel, and the best that they had for us is there was a rope, like a velvet carpet, like velvet rope, red carpet from our hotel to a very, very nice mall, right? That they had roped up just for us, just for the people in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Right?
Well, just to let people know which Super Bowl was it?
XL, Super Bowl 40. Ben Roethlisberger beat us. Yeah, with Jerome Bettis. And we had Matt Hasselbeck. Mind you, my long-term memory is amazing. This is my disability, though. I have no short-term memory. But and you got me good because my stories are last forever in my head.
All right, so
there's a rope, right? Going to the mall, right? And
that's amazing.
They're roped off because there's endless amount of fans, and it's all week, and there's thousands of them. Yeah. And because it's in Detroit, there's not a lot to do, so they're like hawking over us. In between that mall and where we stayed at in this nice hotel, there's a little rope, like two rope, little lane, right?
Right.
So we're walking from the mall to our hotel to the mall. Whoever we want to bring, we bring with us. It doesn't matter. But like there's kids and everybody wants autographs. It's like they've memorabilia. It's the Super Bowl. We're here, right? So like there's kids all along the front. And then there's adults in the back and they're pushing their way. They're pushing their way. They're choking these kids on this rope. Choking these kids on the rope. They don't care at all. They don't care at all. They're just like, I don't care about the kid. I don't care about some are women that are trying to get at it. Some are just grown men trying to get their little memorabilia so they can sign, so they can have it for their room or whatever they have it for. And like the whole meaning of it, it just gets washed for me when that happens. It's like when people don't care about each other or just like the moments for the children that they're supposed to be having. It's just like, like I always get like, what are we doing?
Right, who is it for?
Who is it for?
So was it a more memorable moment your first time playing an NFL game than the Super Bowl?
Yes. Yes. Because the first time I was actually in the game, you know what I mean? Like the Super Bowl, the top players were playing. I was always the Army, Swiss Army knife, like not really, special team or in the background. Like I was never the guy in the NFL.
Right.
But I was a good player. 6 NFL teams thought that. And I was able to live a dream that I never thought that I could ever imagine. And the stories that I have, the experience I had are just, I tell people all the time, I was like, if I died, sorry, that's off now. Yeah. I told people, if I died tomorrow, oh, wait, can I turn this off? Okay. Oh, let me see. I gotta go. I'm on a podcast. Sorry.
Yeah.
I told people if I died tomorrow, I gotta go to God and be like, I thank you. Like there's so much more. I already did so much more than anybody else, any normal person can imagine. Like I played overseas, played in Canada. I played in all these states, like all over the country.
Absolutely. Got to travel.
Anything you have, like I got star stories, I got player stories, I got everything. I saw it, man. I saw it all.
And then especially by being in the league, like you said, for over 6, anything over 5, that's a privilege.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so
definitely.
I know. The only reason I'm talking about the NFL league is, it's just something I wanted to get to. You know what I mean? But let's go to Europe.
Go ahead.
How did that come about? Like as far as like even
what, getting acclimated to a team,
right?
So NFL Europe, right, is basically is developmental. So it's like players that they want to practice more at a position that they weren't normally at before, or players where they're saying, we don't know if you're good enough, we want to see more film on you. They put all the NFL players that just all there. They told me, they said, listen, you've never played safety before, but if you want to play for the Seattle Seahawks, right, on their Super Bowl team, right, like, you got to know corner, you got to know nickelback, you got to know safety now. I never played safety in my whole life. So they sent me over, they said, get a year of safety, come back, and then you'll be the all-around player. Anybody goes out, you can come in.
Right.
Fine. So that's the reason why I went to NFL Europe. In the first part about the story is I didn't want to go. First of all, I thought that I was bigger than NFL Europe. I was like, I'm going to NFL Europe. I'm coming back with the rest of the team to play cornerback, and you're going to see what I can do out here, right? And my agent just told me, listen, man, just do it. The more you can do in the NFL, the better it is. Just go play. And there's a draft that they do for the players that teams put eligible. And I wasn't even a part of that draft. I just came in late because I just didn't want. I fought it.
Wow.
I fought it, right? Meanwhile, when I went, best time of my life.
Wow.
Best time of life.
That's
legendary. You talking about rock star? Because see, we have the NFL here. They don't have the NFL
Right,
there.
exactly.
Soccer.
We are the NFL there to them. So when we're in the city, we are actual. We were actual rock stars. Swear to goodness. Like I'm talking about.
Is it because like Europeans low key love the physicality, or
they okay? So, and that's why guys, yes, get your passports, go travel the world. Let me tell you why. If you're American, we are the entertainment capital of the world.
True.
Like when people in Brazil, when people in Europe, when they watch movies, they don't watch European. They watch ours dubbed in their voices.
Yeah.
Like when they watch music videos, they watch our music videos. Like. They know our words. They don't even know English, but they know our words to our songs. So like when we go over there, they're like, "Oh, it's the Americans." They think we're cool. Like my one of my exes told me. She said, like especially American black men. She says when we see the videos, like in other countries, not all other countries, some other countries, black men are more subservient. Especially to the government, especially to the laws, right? And when they see us on TV, we're like throwing up money. We got gold TV. We don't give a fuck. Like they're so cool, right? And then we're over there. We do have a kind of swag because we're Americans. All Americans do. We have that like chip on our shoulders because we're American, and like they love that.
Right.
They love that about us. So if you travel the world, man, they love us.
Yeah, because it always amazed me how by me being a musician. So like one of my still like looming goals is just I'm a drummer and I play the keys, right? So I've had concerts at mega churches or affiliates of mega churches. So I had outside concerts, but it's like just to play at a stadium or on tour or go, like you said, overseas. And I was wondering like how these artists like selling out and they don't even know English. Like I had my boy Adam, he plays guitar. He went on tour with, I think it was Marvin Sapp or somebody like that. Sapp. In Germany, sold out crowd, stadium. Full. I was like, but they know every word. They know every word of gospel, but then speak Dutch. And I was like, wow, how does that
music video?
Yeah, absolutely.
The entertainment, how very, very good Hollywood is at pumping out the propaganda for American media, man. It's just second to none.
Yeah, so that's dope. Like, so what's your favorite? What was your? Well, I ain't gonna say favorite. Top 3 cities in Europe.
In Europe,
top 3. And who has the best food? Because I'm a food.
Rome. Rome has the best food.
Food, all right.
Frankfurt is who we played for. Yo, the owner of Frankfurt was one of the coolest people. I swear, I wish I remembered his name. I feel like crap because he was the best owner of all time. Right. Yo, we had so mind you, we were rock stars, right? He had a club that he owned, a nightclub. And in the nightclub, after every game, it was our own VIP section. In our own VIP section, he gave us like was it $50 or $100 free tab for us and whoever we brought in that VIP.
Entourage.
In that mind you, the club packed. And it was just us football players in our own VIP section with, I guess, $200 extra just to show up. Just to show up. Just to show up. And in this club, he would have different, remember Spice Girls?
Yeah.
So they had European version Spice Girls coming through. It was like a prominent club. And we could just pull anybody we wanted from the club to our VIP section as we were already rock stars. It was incredible.
Now, because you remember, I'll take the bullet for it. Like, who is like the baddies over there that y'all got acclimated to?
As far as As far as
celebrity women, over there. Or...
Oh, I'm not gonna say any names of celebrities.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't.
I can't name names.
That door stay shut.
No,
I forgot. Yeah, he's another. Hey, I tried.
Were there? Yeah. There were multiple.
But am I going to say
celebrities? Yeah, there were multiple celebrities, and then there was celebrities that were on the girls that you like, and sometimes your girl. Yeah. It was like that. That whole world is so small.
Mm-hmm.
And the women, like the women you see on Instagram, is just like it was back then.
Yeah.
Right. You think it's like 1 million of them. It's not. It's probably like maybe 100 in every good city. You know, maybe, and the ones that are really, really good. I mean, everybody wants them. Everybody's fighting for them, but they're also talking to everybody too. It's like it's a small world. It's a very small world. I know a lot of people's dirt.
Right. Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone.
Outside stuff, but I like. Go ahead.
All right, but speaking of messes, so y'all haven't seen it in the news, you know. Young Keke out here with the body, the post-baby body, and she is shining. So, let's just jump into it.
What she do with the body? Did she get an operation?
No,
I don't know. I don't follow stars. What's going on?
All right, so you know she always had an athletic shape. So you know a baby can make or break.
Who's her man?
Don't know.
Oh, okay. So she just a
Scott Bryce. You know,
right? You don't know.
Trayvon,
that's fine, but she got a man.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. They just had a baby not too long ago.
Yeah. Who knows?
Congratulations.
Right.
Chavez.
Exactly.
That's her man's name.
You gonna say Chavez?
Yeah. I'm just
using Chavez.
Chavez. I use Chavez.
So Keke goes to the Usher concert, little Usher concert, and you know Usher normally.
You seen her post baby? Right? Sorry to cut you off.
I don't follow stars, man.
All right.
You can show me. Go ahead and talk. And go ahead.
Usher normally at his concerts, he'd come out and get somebody that he sings to. It just so happened that Keke was right there, and she was one of the ones he started singing to and brought her up on stage. And, you know, he was singing to her, but what she had on, her whole backside was basically showing.
Okay.
So, because I guess she's singing with Usher.
Right.
And he looking at her, you know, up in her face and everything like that. Her baby father going to rant. Talking about, you know, you're a mother, you out there, and you looking like that, and you doing this and you doing that. But after they just had the baby, he had a video of her, the boyfriend had a video of her shaking her backside, you feel me, shaking in the camera and everything, like look what the baby brought on, the baby weight and all this and all that. You can promote that, but when somebody actually looking at it, you got a problem with it, talking about something, you know, why she outside looking like that, and you know what I mean.
But he was doing the video.
Yeah, he was there with her. Not the Usher video. But,
I know that.
Yeah, the other video.
So what's? Oh yeah, I mean, so you. I'm on this. I'm totally on his side.
This is pre.
I'm gonna tell you why in a minute.
This is pre-baby.
Okay.
And that's post-baby.
I like her both, but yeah, she's more my style. More most people's speed, the urban speed. No, I'll tell you this. And the first one, she's universal beauty. The second one, she's urban beauty, which I like better.
A lot of people like that. Yeah.
But you know, I'm on his side. The reason why I'm on his side is because well, you're not supposed. No, okay. So to be totally honest, you're not supposed to be showing anybody your lady's parts. Period. Now, like if she's out and she wants to be sexy, and somebody else, no matter what you wear, there's gonna be.
And this is what she wore at the Usher concert. So.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah,
so that's why the boyfriend got upset. And then you hugged up.
And this is how I take it, right? So if a woman is sexy, there's always going to be a man that like thinks that is going to be. Yeah, it's gonna.
That's all.
Yeah, no. So there's always going to be men that think your girl's sexy or gets turned on your girl, no matter what she wears. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what she wears, right? Like, I get that too, but. There's a difference between sexy and being like more tasteful and just wearing something that's saying
I'm available.
Yeah, I'm available for sure. Like I'm like this. If you are with your man, And that's how I felt. And this is preference. This is preference. This is not my rule. This is my personal preference because I've dealt with probably some of the most beautiful women you've ever seen. And they're going to do that. And like women don't look like that to not wear nice dresses or get some attention on them. It doesn't have to be nasty attention. Like they just like, oh, like they like attention. When they're little girls. So like, wait, what was the question?
Would you like?
Oh, I got it. My rule was always, if you're with me, if you're with your man, and I would tell my daughter that, if you're with your man, wear whatever you want to wear. Wear whatever you want to wear when you're with your man.
That's what
right.
When you are with your man.
That's it.
When you are not with your man, it's disrespectful, not to him, it is to him, but to yourself.
Right. Because
You're disrespecting yourself because you're telling everybody, I'm an ain't bitch. For real. Because I'm a woman who will advertise whether I have a man or not. And that in society is like cool, but if you really want a man, it's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
So
that's not cool.
See, I was looking at it from like the point of you advertising her out there like that. Like in the video, like you just got the video right on it. But then when she go outside looking like that.
But like the key, he said, that's with me. That's
me.
us.
I'm not showing nobody nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
with,
I'm
that's
not even
with
going
me.
to post a video of you. You feel me?
You
like,
had a whole concert and got Usher on your side now and doing the same.
Man, Usher though. You know what I mean?
But like I said, but you're not with me though.
Exactly. You're not with me.
You're not with me.
You're not with me. Now
you knew the risk for sending it to an Usher concert.
So there's a difference between.
That's what.
There's a difference between a woman that is wearing that and at a Usher concert, right? And she's all over me, and Usher sees like, damn, look at that beautiful woman all over him, or look at that beautiful woman with him. That's fine. But he's saying, look at what I got, y'all, and that's somebody girl, and you are somebody girl. That means you really don't want to be nobody girl.
And you know the interesting part about that I just found out today. He wasn't going at Keke at first. He was going at Winnie.
Oh, Harlow. I mean, Winnie Harlow. Yeah,
he was going at her, but then she was with her boyfriend, so she jumped right on his lap.
Oh, I got
and then she saying Keke,
and Keke
and
just
that
said,
was just,
"Ooh, pick
that's
me."
what it was.
And she should have did the same. Come on, you know my situation. You know, she should have did the same thing. So, like, I appreciate you can serenade me, but I'm not gonna be all hugged up. Like, I thought it was innocent anyway. Yeah. Like, I have a.
The only reason I say that because Usher do that all. Every show he put out. He even grabbing somebody from the crowd and sing with him and have them sing the song or whatever. Like
and that's mild. Like that was just that was because they friends or whatever or the celebrity. Now usually he might do the little striptease for him or stuff like that. But speaking of that, like just correlating to that situation because I know personally like girls that traveled in the same circle of friends, like
birds of a feather.
Yeah, exactly. So has that ever, without naming names, just a situation like that in the locker room? Yes.
Wait, get more specific. Like same guys talking to the same girl?
No, not saying like, or a guy that's dealing with a girl, but then when she's not with him, with X teammate, she's with Y teammate. She's entertaining Y teammate. Not saying they did anything, but it could have been presumed that they might be on that. Like
the same team or a different team?
Yeah, same team. Yeah.
It's more like usually the guy and the girls don't think that we know. Guys usually we already know. Like you already been part of locker room talk.
Yeah.
That if you talk to more than one player on the team, they're gonna act like they don't know, just so you could act like you playing the game. But like they already know. They know.
Because that happened to me in high school.
They discussed it. And
me and my man, we just took cold advantage of it. Like, you with her this weekend? All right, cool. I'm gonna check.
Because it's just anything that's not your main girl.
Yeah, that's
fair game.
Yeah.
Damn, did I say it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you said it right. You said it right. Yeah, that's so.
Be faithful, guys. Be faithful, guys. Be faithful.
Look.
Get married, have kids, settle down.
Watch this. Look, so
you right?
We're talking about young days.
Go ahead, polish that thing.
But
So like other than football and stuff like that, right? What you got going on as far as like, now what you into now? What you got your hands in now?
okay, so ESGN is a video game network. It's a competitive video game network that we're putting together. I can't say all the stuff about it,
Right.
but we're also doing a after-school challenge starting in Digital Harbor High School in Baltimore City.
Yeah, I ain't touchdown great before I ain't touch bases with Ace.
See, Dave, I knew you was gonna go there. Right?
I know Ace. I heard of Ace.
You know where it is.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where a lot of things are though. So don't get me
But
wrong.
see, he's trying to call my school Tommy Job off the Martin.
No, man. It exists.
Across the street from a Kinko's.
It's a diamond degree.
Oh, man.
So you got the Lumen partnership for E-Games. Sorry. And touch with Digital Harbor.
So it's going to be an after school program for kids that don't have place to go. I'm gonna lead them in with video games. It's going to cybersecurity and hopefully job placement. So they it'll help our youth, even computer coding. Sorry.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm doing. Like as far as my nonprofit, now the actual website for competitive gamers will be profited.
Right.
And I can't get into that, but like that's what I'm on to right now in the works.
Oh, that's good.
All right. So what for an athlete, like I said, up and coming, and since you already been there, what's a word of advice or I'll just do 3 things that you would either tell somebody up and coming about the sacrifices and the dedication you have to make it to be a supreme athlete, make it to that level?
Well, number one, you have to have some sort of gift.
Yeah.
If you don't have any gifts, it's going to be really, really tough for you to make anything at a professional level.
Yeah.
You can, but
It's harder.
it's much, much, much harder. You must have. Are you super tall? Are you super fast?
Yeah.
Can you jump real high? You got great hands, like
absolutely.
unbelievable. Like if you have a gift, then you have to work on the others to complement. And this is what I would tell you. Okay, so certain people are, like LeBron James and
just
Randy
natural,
Moss,
freaks of nature,
Terrell Owens. I can name some people I've been actually played with. So Brian Dawkins.
Oh, we was gonna go down that.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
One of my favorites.
Let's say even people don't know this, but Kenny the Hammer Hamlin that played in Seattle before the Legion of Boom. He was a Boom.
Yeah.
There was Curtis Martin. There was there was people in the I played versus the greatest college team ever assembled. And I could go down the list. And these are the youth. This is Andre Johnson. This is Santana Moss. This is Willis McGahee.
Reggie
This is
Wayne.
This is Jeremy Shockey. This is who's the other? Winslow.
Yeah, Kellen Winslow.
Kellen Winslow. Like this is.
What was it? Clinton Portis.
Yeah. McGahee.
Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore.
Yeah, Frank Gore.
He was the last one. He came out.
Yeah, and like those people are just
different. Yeah,
they're just gifted. Yeah. Right now, if you have a gift,
did you? Yeah, because Devin Hester was there.
No, Devin Hester was after.
That was the second class.
So. Yeah, Devin Hester was after.
That's crazy.
That was what else was on that? Sean Taylor in there?
No, he was.
Sean Taylor was the backup.
Yeah,
Sean Taylor was the backup.
Because Ed Reed was there. That's why he was the backup, because Ed was playing.
Mind you that. So, like, these people are exceptional, right? They was cheating. They was cheating with that team.
So when you seen them on the schedule, y'all was just like, well.
No, because when you get to like the Division I level, I don't know about D2, D3, maybe they think like that. I don't know. But like, if you get on a D1 level, you're not thinking about being on the D1 level. You're thinking about going to the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like for us, it's like, what's the team that's putting me on the map? So like teams, like they're not like, oh crap, Miami. They're like, yeah, Miami.
All right, yeah.
The same way D2.
ESPN coming. Yeah, because ESPN's not coming when at that time when Rutgers played Temple.
Nah,
like nobody's, they're not coming to that game. Like you ain't getting the exposure you want. The scouts ain't coming to that game.
Right.
The scouts, they're gonna be at that game. There's a lot of NFL players on that team. You play good against that team. Now you on the scout list.
Play with them. All right.
Yeah. Now you on the scout list. So it's different. It's not like that.
All right. So keep on. Like you say, you gotta have some type of exceptional ability. So
right. So I'll say this, and I tell people this. Like every time somebody wants to get trained or ask for advice, I get this all the time. Right? What can I do? What can I say? Listen, I can tell you what to do. I can actually tell you. I can tell you what to do. But you have to tell me, like, is that what you really want? Because if that's what you really want, and you have a gift, you can do it for sure. Anybody with a gift can do it. But this is what you have to sacrifice. And this is what I sacrificed, and I regretted it. And it's okay for certain people, and certain people might handle it better. After I finished playing in the league, there was a moment where I talked to my brother. Me and my brother, it's just super wrong side of the tracks. He's over here. He's goody two shoes. I'm like black sheep. And we weren't really, really close. And we came together afterward, and he says, you know what's crazy? Because one of the reasons I played in the NFL is because when I was 8, I told my brother I was playing in the NFL because just my dad watched NFL and he loved it. And I was a kid. I wanted to make my dad proud. So he like football. I like football. I'm going to NFL. I like these. Yeah, and I loved it. Right? We got tackling each other. I was a physical kid. I was like, I loved it.
Browns,
so I told my brother too. I said, fine, I'm going to the NFL. Yeah. He laughed at me. My brother is a statistical nightmare kid. He was like, this is the percentages he was being asked. So like, this is the percentages. Until I started crying. I was sitting here and crying. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the NFL then. And I sacrificed a lot. So at the end of the story, he told me, right, after all that, he said, you know, when you made it in the NFL, we were watching you on TV and all that stuff. He's like, that was amazing. From the standpoint of a regular, normal Joe, and your brother says that, and he really fucking does it. Mm-hmm. He's like, you're amazing. You're my hero. Like, he told me that. He's my big brother. So big brother and little brother saying that. And it was funny because at that moment, after I found out the height of the Super Bowl and all the stuff in the parties is really bullshit. It is. Mm-hmm. And everything that you miss for it is your family. Mm-hmm. And I look at my brother. My brother got married because I feel like he wanted to show us that that's his thing. Because I was doing, you know, whatever, and I'm the little guy, you know. And he got married real young. But he stayed in it, even though there was times where he was just like, I don't know, because like sometimes you get married young, you're thinking, was this right? Mm-hmm. You know, could I have lived a little bit more? Could she have lived, you know? A little bit more experience. And then he went past that and he stayed and grew up 2 beautiful kids. And like my kids, I got, from my lifestyle that I had 3 kids, 3 different baby moms, just all scattered. Just scattered. Yeah. Just, you know, and then working mostly on my craft and then not giving any family or any woman real time. Right. You know what I mean? And just spreading out my shit. And I had told him, I was like, yo, it's funny because once I realized that, the shit you did, you're my hero. Like we had that moment. And that was really pinnacle life moment to me. So when I tell people this, like, what do I gotta do? Tell them you gotta sacrifice your life. Yeah. Like the regular player in the NFL, I don't know NBA. Like on the NFL, gave his life. Like that's why you clap. That's why you in the stands. That's why he is bleeding, dripping with sweat, and crawling and scraping, and you love it, right? It's only 16, 17 games a season besides the playoffs. Like you see, they're just jumping in the stands and people on the sideline is because they lost so much. They lost connections with their family. Like there was a stretch from 18 years old till probably 25 years old. I didn't see a Thanksgiving with my family. Football's during Thanksgiving season. It's during Christmas. Yeah. Like you don't get that if you're a dedicated player. And if you're not like marquee, and you're not Lamar Jackson. Like you're not telling the coach, I'm not going to be around. You're going to be around all the time. You better be in the playbook all the time. You better be seen by the coach all the time.
Be ready.
Yeah, and even before that, let's just say that before the NFL, when you're in high school, right? Like they're like, I want to see the first man on, the last man on. That's not crap. It's like, and it's not like a show. Mm-hmm. The people that do it for show, they still don't make it. Mm-hmm. It's the people that are really there. The coach randomly comes down to the high school and some kid running the hill.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's going to be. He's already a starter. He's already starting. He don't have to do this.
Right.
It's waking up every morning. It is, as soon as you think of the day, you go through the list of the day, you say, does this help me make it to the NFL? Does this one help me make it to the NFL? Mm-hmm. And if the ones that don't, you don't do them. Mm-hmm. Period. And that could be stuff that you might want for your life. Like, can I go to my daughter's, not birthday party, but just some other event that may be
graduation,
big to her, but minuscule to you because you have to go to practice. Yeah. Can I go? Like my son, right? I just talked to him yesterday, 21 years old now. His name is Mike, right? His original name was Joe. I named him after my dad, firstborn son, right? So there was a whole tiff between our families. They went and changed his name from my dad's name to some other random name. And I could not go to court to participate in not having that happen because I was in football camp.
Wow.
Mm. So now my son's name, and you know how important names are. It's very important to people. It's not even his name because I had to go play a game.
Wow.
So you can do it, but that's the kind of stuff you have to sacrifice. And you have to think to yourself, do I want to walk through my life as just a good person doing honest work and I get my family, which is what you should, but you can also say, I want to do something extra extraordinary that nobody really can say they've done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's whatever who you are. Yeah. It's who you are. It's who you are. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I get that.
That's some advice you even think about. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got 3 boys myself, so it's like watching them play is.
Yeah, that is. If I could do that, that'd be my Super Bowl every day.
And the crazy part about it, like they expect for you to be there. They just looking for you, like.
Yeah. It gives them that extra energy. Mm-hmm. Yep, it means something.
Yeah, we all look for.
Definitely. We run count.
Yeah, we all. I say value that just being there part. I know I did, but just somebody just to show up for you.
Exactly.
So I definitely get you. Like you said, when you when you're in that and you have to sacrifice, like your life is football.
Yeah. Right.
So
literally.
Right. So that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, and then
do you want your life to be that or not?
And then it's like, did you ever have to have a conversation like, hey, like I can stop, but we gotta pivot and I gotta find something to supplement to provide for you.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever have that conversation?
Like as far as the money versus
like the career, versus,
your time.
The sacrifice of
nothing's worth the time of your family.
Yeah.
Nothing. At the end, I found that. So if you want an example of what happens at the end of the ladder, the not picking your family, the picking that phenomenal, you can look kind of towards me. Like the life, listen, I'll have stories that nobody will ever have, like partying with the Philadelphia Eagles and the stuff they do in the overseas and the and the women overseas and the women literally will jump into your car. Jump. And I'm not like saying like physically jumping into your car.
Yeah.
In groups.
Not practice. Yeah.
There were women putting numbers in my helmet after simple practices. I mean, like supermodels in groups, 4 of them at a time. One helmet, 4 numbers. They didn't care who I called.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
That's great.
That kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my ex-wife was this is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. I lost my wife to the game. You gotta be very, very careful what you think is a top level when like the simple things in life, man.
Right.
It's top level.
So
just relax and I'm trying to piece together my kids. Every day I'm calling them. Like I try to piece together every bit of my family. I've been trying to get back as I shadow them along the way to my career.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep your good jobs.
Yeah, I could just we could just feel you how you just like that emission. Like you just like that's I can tell that's one of the things you regret.
That's because like us as fans, we only see the we know that one side.
We see the glamour.
We just see that side.
But with glamour, there's always a story behind the glamour.
There's always that time when you by yourself, like, man, I could have just been
like I said
doing this.
Because all it ever amounts to at the end is stories.
That's the story. Yeah.
Those people don't stay around you. They're all doing their own other things. Like there's nobody that's linked to you. It's all great sporadic fun. You know what I mean? Like,
so do you even keep in contact with any of them?
Yes, I got mad contact. I still can, and I don't because I'm trying to
get away.
I'm trying to love my God, man, and the woman that I love. I need her to love God. My ex-wife is just amazing. I still talk to her. She still is very much into God, and she just she's a minister now. Like she encourages me. Like I can literally party in any country, in almost any state. I can just go there and party with people I know all the time. And it's like, dude, I don't want to do that. I want my family back. I've been missing it. Like listening to my daughter travel or listening to what my son's doing in college. That's so much better to me than just.
Are any of them into any sports or?
So my son was raised by his mother, and again, right. So these are the sacrifices you make. Mind you, became a great athlete. Track. He even called me one day. He found me out. He was like, found me because his mother always. I'm not gonna get into that, but he called me. He called me. And he said, like, this is what I did without you. Went down the list. You could tell he had it all written. Ooh. He had it written down verbatim. When I finally talked to this, mom, I was dissing school without you. I was dissing track without you. I'm gonna go to Michigan State without you.
The whole Will Smith
all this stuff, right? And he tells me that, right? The whole time he doesn't know I'm on the phone smiling. I was like, that's me. That's me. Like that's the fire. That's the my brother. That's the same fire. But you don't want it? Right. I said, that's me.
You got that from me, right?
You think he thought the class on fire? Right.
That's my boy.
That's my boy. You got that fire, don't you, boy? So I went down and I seen his last ended up being his last track meet, right?
Hold on. Since you said that, you should have been like, what, that's it?
You gotta do more than shot. You got a good start.
All right.
So I go to his last I go to his last track meet and he runs well, right? So and I'm like, so what's going on with college? And this is what he says, and this is the new generation, right? And the new generation that doesn't have both parents, right, and all that. He goes, I don't think I'm gonna run track in college, which is basically he could do so many things, gifted athlete. And I'm like, why? And he says, I don't want you to be disappointed. And mind you, like I cannot. For me, this is none of my kids have to do anything great, like superficially great. Mm. As long as they're good people and they make enough money to take care of their family, I'll be proud. That for me, I'm so proud. Because I just like the little things. I don't need any big things. He thinks he has to do this
grandiose thing, right?
Yeah, for me to be proud. It's crazy. Right. And and I go and I say, listen, that's all I care about. You do that, you're good. So just tell me why you don't want to run track. He goes, I don't want to run track because I don't like the pressure. So I don't like the pressure. And that's the new generation. Anything that's pressure, they're like, well, we don't. And it is really point of view, right? Like, and the point of view should be, it's not, pressure is the only time when you have a chance to be great. Like, you don't have a chance to be great unless there's pressure on the light. Like, for me, I was like, finally, the game. I was like, finally, the big moment. Because it's like, I've been practicing all this time for this moment. Finally. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, this moment. It should be like,
we here.
We here. I've been waiting. Let's go. And because the dad's not there to install that, you know, you only had the one side, and that one side sees that as that.
Right.
You know what I mean? The female side, the feminine side. And I'm not saying all feminine side sees that, but on this case, her super femininity sees pressure situations as
escape,
anxiety. And I never saw him as anxiety. I always saw him as finally.
I got you.
Thanks.
That's beautiful. So there you have it, people.
Understand.
Yeah.
Basically, so just to sum it up, if you don't have some type of talent, don't even try.
If you don't have a gift, don't. It's not worth it anyway. It's not worth it anyway. Love your family. Have a good job. Pray. Be a good person. Period. Moral of the story.
Yeah.
And you won't be in the Kekes and the Ushers and you won't be in those situations. And you don't need to be.
Zion.
Yeah, Zions and Mariah's or whatever name. You don't want to be in them situations.
So before we close out, anything you want to drop, let them know. Besides, like, we know, well, where to find your socials anyway.
Oh, don't find my socials. I'm a ghost. You can follow. You can follow Pause Hall. I don't like I got 730 followers. I know them.
Right.
And I don't really accept people. I don't do fan stuff. I never did. I don't like them. I don't understand what other people do. Like, fans, no good. Well, I learned that lifestyle. I'm away from it. I'm low key.
Please,
Smalls Paws Paul on TikTok. That's his best I'll do.
On TikTok, all right. Well, please accept my follow when I do.
Of course. And I tell these guys if they're not on my IG or my Facebook,
you know, we good.
Yeah,
we good. Okay, we good.
Yeah, like you said, we signed the understanding NDA.
And if you want that work on PlayStation, you already know what it is.
Oh, if you want that work on PlayStation, BHAW 1010. For real. If you want the PS5 work, and I will be on Xbox. I will show up on Xbox.
Look, just to let y'all know, my man is top 5% of Madden.
Top 1% in the last 3 years.
Excuse me, top 1%
in the world. Yeah,
in the world, Craig. In the world.
Yeah, we play. And
tell me how bad you beat.
I'll coach him up too. I let him know why. There's so many tricks. It's not just football. It's tricks too.
Yeah.
There's so many tricks.
Just let me know how bad you beat.
Oh, it'd probably be bad. Yeah, that's how you get better.
Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for coming through, bro. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem,
man. Definitely appreciate it. It was a pleasure. Small Paws
Hall on your TikTok.
You see, that's security.
Yep.
And
your boy Frankie B.
You know, E-Man the Barber, GOAT in the making.
See her?
Yep.
We out, baby.
Cool talk.
Your boy will be at the Baltimore Barber Expo. August 20th in Timonium, E-Man the Barber, GOAT in the making. We'll be cutting up.
When I seen that interview and Dr. Dre said what he said about Stevie Wonder, he said, "It's because you can't see what time it is." Like
I said, I just the whole depiction of that that conversation just went through my head. Like you got Dre. Hey, I mean, Steve, he just like they say what Dre say. Stevie, it is 6:03. What are you calling me? Hey, Dre. Hey, the sun's out, man. You got to get up. Like, how do you know? You feel the rays, man. Come on, man.
The crazy part about it, he said, it's 5 o'clock. It's AM or PM.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, man, like, yeah, you're right.
Dre, Stevie, you out of bed yet?
He called me.
Just felt like it was a good time to call you, man.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I see you ain't doing nothing.
I'm gonna call you back. We ain't saying eye to eye. Oh my goodness, man.
Somebody turn on the light.
Like, come on. My glasses still on.
Hey, baby, see if Dre's busy right now.
Tell Dre I'll see him tomorrow. My fault, man.